your son is. You can't believe. My dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says this is very serious, don't ignore this. Archangel Michael is standing beside you as these words are spoken, commanding that you hear every syllable with the full weight of eternity upon it. He says, don't tell anyone, not yet, because the biggest truth is being revealed to you in this moment, and this truth will shake your spirit. It will bend your understanding of what you thought you knew, and it will open a veil that has been kept closed for far too long. Finally, God is exposing your son. Your son is carrying something so heavy, so hidden, so unexpected that when you see it, when you finally realize it, you will not be able to believe it at first. You will ask, Lord, how could this be? How did I not see it sooner? But heaven will remind you that there is a reason timing matters. There is a reason this truth is coming now, because now is the appointed hour of unveiling, and this is the moment you must be told. For years, whispers followed you, unspoken thoughts lingered around you, and your spirit felt something, but you could never quite put your finger on it. You sensed it, yes, you felt that something was not right, that something was being hidden. You brushed it aside, you told yourself you were imagining things, but no, heaven saw the truth, and now heaven refuses to let you walk in blindness any longer. This is the unveiling, and it begins with your son. God says your son is at the very center of a story that is unfolding in ways you cannot yet comprehend. Your son is not only tied to your destiny, he is tied to your test. He has been a mystery wrapped in silence, carrying truths that you were not meant to know until this very hour. That is why Archangel Michael is present, his sword drawn, his voice stern. Do not ignore this, do not run from this, do not dismiss this as fantasy. This is the serious revelation of heaven. You cannot believe what is being said, but you must. Because God says your son is carrying a secret that affects not just him, but you, your household, your destiny, and the path ahead. There are things he has done, things he has agreed to, things he has hidden, and things he has cried about in silence. He has been torn between two worlds, walking with one foot in the light and one in the shadows. And though you love him, though you have prayed for him, though you have begged heaven to cover him, there comes a time when covering is lifted and exposure begins. That time is now. Finally, God is exposing your son. Do you understand the weight of this moment? God says this is not to destroy him, nor to destroy you, but to liberate both of you. What he has hidden has bound him. What you were unaware of has bound you. And now heaven breaks the silence. Archangel Michael says, don't tell anyone yet. This is for you first, because you must prepare your heart for the shock of the revelation. You must be ready to handle truth with wisdom, with courage, and with obedience. This is not gossip. This is not rumor. This is not a passing word. This is the voice of heaven pulling back the curtain and saying, look, this is what was always there. Hidden behind smiles, hidden behind silence, hidden behind daily life. And now you see it. Your son is involved in something that shakes the heavens. Your son is standing on ground that has been shaky for too long. He has fought battles in silence. He has entered agreements in darkness. He has cried where no one saw him. He has built walls so high that you could never climb them, not even with your love. But God says no wall can stand before him. No silence is louder than his voice. No secret is hidden from his eye. That is why this exposure is happening now. Not because you demanded it, not because you sought it out, but because heaven's calendar struck this day and this hour as the appointed unveiling. Your son is at the heart of something that you never imagined. The truth will shock you. The truth will stun you. But the truth will free you. Because when God exposes, he also heals. When God reveals, he also redeems. Do not fear this revelation. It is painful, yes. It is heavy, yes. But it is also holy. Because through it, your son has a chance to be delivered. Through it, you have a chance to understand. Through it, heaven gains victory where hell thought it won. God says, your son is more than what he pretends to be. He is more than what he has allowed others to see. He is carrying something so deep, so complex, so tied to your bloodline, that heaven had to intervene. He is connected to promises made long before he was born, promises made in the spirit realm, and the enemy has tried to claim him because of it. That is why his life feels different. That is why his path has been harder. That is why there are things about him you cannot quite explain. Because he is entangled in something spiritual, something ancient, something that had to come to the light before it consumed him. Finally, God is exposing your son. And you will ask, why now, Lord? And God will answer, because there is no more time. Because the delay has ended. Because the hidden cannot remain hidden. Because the bloodline must be cleansed. Because the destiny attached to you cannot move forward while this shadow remains. Because your prayers have been heard. Because your tears have been recorded. Because you asked for truth, even when you didn't know what it would cost. And heaven says, truth is here. Archangel Michael says this exposure is not a game. This is not small. This is not casual. This is eternity colliding with your reality. That's why your spirit feels a trembling as you read this. That's why you feel both fear and relief at once. That's why your body reacts even though your mind tries to reason it away. Because your soul knows heaven is speaking. Your soul knows this is serious. Your soul knows you cannot ignore it. Your son is the vessel through which this unveiling begins. But it is bigger than him, bigger than you, bigger than family. It is generational. It is spiritual. It is prophetic. And that is why it shakes you. Finally, God is exposing your son. His choices, his struggles, his secrets, his ties, they are all laid bare before heaven, and now they are being laid bare before you. Do not fear what you see. Do not hate him for what is revealed. Understand, exposure is not destruction. Exposure is deliverance. God exposes only what he plans to heal. God reveals only what he plans to redeem. This is a moment of truth, yes, but it is also a moment of mercy. Because without this unveiling, destruction would have followed. Without this moment, the enemy's claim would have remained. Without this truth, destiny would have been blocked. But God intervened. God says this is very serious. Don't ignore this. Archangel Michael has stepped forward with urgency, his voice carrying the weight of heaven's command, and he says to you with trembling yet powerful authority, don't tell anyone. Keep this message hidden in your heart until the time I reveal, because what you are about to hear is the biggest truth you were never supposed to know. The earth may shake at these words, your soul may shiver, your heart may question, but you cannot look away from this revelation. Because finally, God is exposing your son. Yes, your son. And the truth about him is something you never imagined. Something that has been concealed for so long, behind closed doors, behind layers of secrecy, behind illusions designed to keep you blind. But heaven will no longer stay silent. Your prayers have reached the throne. Your tears have been counted. Your pleas for clarity have been heard. And today is the day the truth is unveiled. Archangel Michael leans close and whispers urgently, you can't believe this when you first hear it, but it is not a lie. It is not a test of imagination. This is the truth. Your son is carrying something, living something, hiding something that the world doesn't see. For so long, the enemy tried to cloak it with shadows to make you think it was normal, to make you dismiss the signs. But God says no more. I am light, and where I enter, shadows flee. I will shine the light into the deepest corners, into the hidden places, and nothing can remain buried. Your son is at the center of a divine story, and what I am about to expose will shake you, will move you, but it will also set him free. You must understand, this is not about judgment. This is about revelation. This is about God lifting the veil so you can see your son clearly, not with the eyes of flesh, but with the eyes of spirit. There has been confusion around him. There have been whispers about him. You notice things, but you brush them aside, because your love is so strong, because you couldn't imagine that something so heavy, so shocking, could be tied to him. But heaven never lies, and the angels never exaggerate. What they bring is pure truth. And now they are showing you what your son carries, what he has hidden, what was placed upon him without your knowing. Finally, God is exposing this. Archangel Michael says this is not a small matter. This is serious. He says you must not share this with careless ears. You must not speak of this too quickly. Not everyone around you can handle the truth. Not everyone who smiles at you is safe. Some will twist this revelation. Some will use it to wound you. That is why Michael says, don't tell anyone yet. Receive it. Guard it. Pray on it. Act with wisdom. For what is about to be revealed is not only about your son. It is about the destiny of your bloodline, the legacy of your family, the curses that tried to destroy you, and the blessings that God is now releasing. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. God says, your son is chosen. He carries a mantle you cannot see. He has been fought since birth. Do you remember the strange sicknesses? The nights he cried without reason. The accidents that nearly touched him. Those were not coincidences. The enemy saw him before you did. The enemy tried to snuff him out before he could even grow. But heaven said number. Angels were dispatched around his crib. Angels stood guard at his bed. You thought it was just a mother's love that kept him alive. But it was divine intervention. Because your son carries something too heavy for the enemy to tolerate. He carries purpose. He carries divine secrets. He carries a calling that stretches beyond his years. And that is why the enemy used shadows, temptations, distractions, and people to try and distort him. But listen carefully. What God is exposing now is not to shame him. It is to free him. Your son has been carrying something in silence. Something he didn't think he could share. Something he thought would make you turn away. He has been battling demons in the unseen, and no one knew. His smile sometimes covered it, but his eyes could not lie. You noticed the heaviness. You noticed the distance. But you told yourself it was just a phase. God says, no, it was not a phase. It was spiritual warfare. And that is why Archangel Michael is crying out with urgency. Open this message. Hear it. Do not ignore it. Because it is about your son's soul, your son's path, your son's future. Finally, God is exposing your son's truth. Your son is caught between two worlds, the world of light and the world of shadow. Heaven has marked him, but the enemy has tried to counterfeit his destiny. He has been whispered to in dreams. He has been offered things that seemed good but were traps. He has been pushed toward paths that are not his, paths that look attractive but lead to destruction. And you wondered why he seemed confused, why he sometimes resisted you, why he sometimes walked in silence. It is because he has been wrestling with the biggest truth of his life, who he really is. And now God says, no more wrestling in secret. I will reveal. I will confirm. I will speak louder than the enemy. The truth is that your son is not ordinary. He is anointed. He is called. And he has been hiding it because he doesn't know how to carry it. Your son is also carrying a wound. A wound you could not see. A betrayal he never spoke of. A shame that tried to silence him. He thought if you knew, you would look at him differently. But God says, I see all. I see what happened. I see what he fears. I see the tears he never let fall in front of you. And I am not angry with him. I am fighting for him. You must know, this exposure is not to condemn. It is to heal. Because the time is too short, the hour is too urgent, and your son's destiny cannot be delayed any longer. Archangel Michael says, listen carefully, don't panic, but believe. Your son is about to be transformed. The truth that was hidden is rising to the surface. He may come to you. He may confess. He may reveal something that shakes you. Don't turn him away. Don't react in fear. Don't speak words that will wound him. Just listen. Just hold him. Just pray. Because heaven is orchestrating this conversation. And when it comes, it will be the key to his release. It will be the moment the chains break. You prayed for his protection. You asked God to save him. This is the answer. But it comes wrapped in exposure. It comes wrapped in shocking truth. It comes in a way you did not expect. God says, "Your son is mine. He was always mine. The enemy tried to mark him, but my seal is greater. He will not be lost. He will not be destroyed. He will not die in his wilderness. I will raise him. I will guide him. I will anoint him. He will shock even you with the man he becomes. But before the glory, there must be the unveiling. Before the crown, there must be the cleansing. And that is what I am doing now. This message is your preparation. So when it comes, you will not fear. You will not reject. You will not panic. You will understand. Heaven already showed you. Heaven already warned you. Heaven already prepared you. And you will be the anchor your son needs. You will be the one to hold his hand as he walks from shadow into light. This is not the end. This is the beginning. Your son's story is not tragedy. It is testimony. His truth will not destroy him. It will deliver him. His exposure will not break him. It will build him. His revelation will not shame him. It will crown him. And you, his parent, will stand and see what God always saw, that your son was chosen, marked, beloved and destined for greatness. Finally, God is exposing your son. And the truth is bigger than what you think. The truth is that he is not who the world assumed. He is more. He is brighter. He is bolder. He is deeper. He is marked with a destiny that stretches into generations. You cannot believe this now, but soon you will see. Soon you will understand. Soon you will say, God was right. Michael was right. The message was true. And when you do, tears will fall, but they will be tears of release, of healing, of gratitude. For the God who never lies, the God who never abandons, the God who exposes not to destroy, but to restore, has come for your son. This is serious. Don't ignore it. Don't tell anyone yet. Just hold it. Just pray. Just prepare. Because in the days to come, the exposure will meet your eyes, and you will not be afraid. You will already know. You will already have heard. You will already be ready. And when your son stands before you, trembling, confessing, revealing, you will not see him as broken. You will see him as chosen. And heaven will rejoice, because the truth that was hidden is finally free. God says this is very serious, and heaven is moving in this moment because the truth that has been hidden for too long can no longer remain in the dark. Archangel Michael stands over you, commanding you to listen closely, because this message is not by accident, and this moment is not random. This is divine timing, a revelation that carries the weight of heaven itself. Do not take this lightly. Do not run from it. Do not hide. This is for you and only you, and Archangel Michael says you cannot tell anyone else until God has finished speaking to your heart. What is being exposed now concerns your son, and though it will shock you, though it will shake your understanding, it is for your protection, for your son's deliverance, and for the unfolding of God's purpose in both of your lives. Your son is not what he appears to be on the surface. God has seen his struggles, his battles, the hidden things he cannot say aloud. What you cannot see, God has always seen. What you could not hear, heaven has always heard. The truth is not to destroy him, but to free him. God is exposing your son not so you may fear, but so that you may pray with greater power, with greater understanding, and with sharper vision. The enemy has tried to cover your son in shadows, weaving confusion around him, attempting to pull him away from his destiny. But God says enough. The truth must be revealed, because only truth can break the chains that falsehood has bound him with. Archangel Michael says this is not a joke. He has stood guard over your family, but he has seen the battles your son has fought in silence. He has seen the nights of hidden tears, the days of pretending to be strong, the pressures that overwhelm his spirit. God says your son is in a place of conflict, caught between who I created him to be and the lies the world has whispered into his heart. This conflict has created storms around him, storms that affected you, storms that made you wonder why things kept going wrong, why peace seemed to disappear without explanation. The truth is your son has been holding secrets, and those secrets have weighed down his soul like stones. But heaven says no secret can remain hidden forever. What is done in the dark will always come to the light. And now, for his sake, for your sake, for your family's sake, God is exposing it. You cannot believe what God is saying because it is bigger than you imagined. Your son has been marked by heaven since before he was born. There has always been a great calling on his life. The enemy saw it early and targeted him. The battles he faced were not random. They were spiritual attacks designed to break him before he discovered who he truly is. But he survived. He is still here. And the very fact that he is alive is proof that God's hand has never left him. Yet the truth remains. He has wandered, he has wrestled, he has hidden things he thought no one could ever see. But God sees, and now he reveals. Do not be afraid. This revelation will not harm him. It will heal him. God says your son is stepping into a season where everything false must fall away. The mask he wore will shatter. The burdens he carried in secret will be lifted. The shame he buried deep will be uprooted and burned away by holy fire. You cannot believe the things he endured silently, but God says he was there even in those moments when your son felt abandoned. He was not abandoned. He was not alone. The angels wept when he wept. Archangel Michael stood guard even when the enemy circled close. And now, heaven says, the truth is uncovered because breakthrough is near. This is urgent because the enemy is trying one last time to keep your son trapped, to keep him tied to lies, to keep him chained to guilt. That is why God says, open this now, listen now, do not ignore. Archangel Michael says if you dismiss this, the enemy will gain ground. But if you receive it, if you pray, if you intercede, your son will walk free. Your prayers are the key. Your faith is the weapon. Do not underestimate the power of your voice in heaven's courtroom. God hears you, and the moment you cry out for your son with full surrender, chains will break. Demons will flee. Doors that were shut will swing open. What was hidden will be confessed. What was broken will be restored. You are safe. Your son is safe. Though this truth shakes you, though it rattles the foundation of what you thought you knew, do not fear. This is not exposure to shame him. This is exposure to save him. God will not let him fall. He will not let you fall. You will see redemption with your own eyes. You will witness transformation that you cannot even imagine. God says your son will rise, and when he rises, he will become a testimony for others who are lost, others who are hiding, others who believe they are beyond redemption. The very thing you can't believe about him will become the very thing God uses to display his glory. Archangel Michael is serious. He is weeping even now because he knows how heavy this is, but he also knows what is at stake. This is why he says, "Don't tell anyone." Not everyone can handle the weight of this revelation. Not everyone will understand. Some will judge. Some will gossip. But this is sacred. This is holy. This is between you, your son, and heaven. Guard it in prayer. Cover it in love. Intercede without ceasing. Because your prayers will shake the heavens. Your prayers will call down angels. Your prayers will dismantle every trap the enemy has set. You are not alone in this. God himself is with you. He surrounds you. He protects you. He strengthens you. You may feel overwhelmed, but you will not be destroyed. You may feel broken, but you will not be abandoned. You are being carried by divine hands. Trust him. Even now, feel his presence. Feel his assurance. He whispers to your spirit, "You are safe. Your son is safe." This truth is not your undoing. This truth is your deliverance. You will look back on this day and say, "This was the day everything changed." What you cannot believe today will become the miracle you testify about tomorrow. What feels heavy now will become the joy that overflows later. Your son will not be lost. He will be found. He will not be destroyed. He will be restored. God is exposing him because he loves him and he loves you. And he says, "Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. Nothing will harm you because my hand is upon you." So pray now. Open your heart. Call on the name of the Lord. Stand with Archangel Michael, who even now has drawn his sword of light, cutting away every chain around your son. Declare with your mouth that your son belongs to God. Declare that the lies are broken. Declare that the hidden things are revealed. Declare that the enemy has no more power. Speak life, speak light, speak freedom. The words of a parent are powerful. Your love is powerful. Your faith is powerful. And combined with the armies of heaven, no force of darkness can resist it. Do not fear the truth. Embrace it. For the truth will set him free. And when he is free, you will see the glory of God shine through his life like never before. God says, "Listen with all your heart, because this message is not ordinary. It is sacred, urgent, and meant only for you." Archangel Michael stands close now, his presence heavy in the room around you, his wings extended wide as a shield. He whispers, "Do not share this. This is only for you." The biggest truth is being revealed. The time has come, and God is exposing what has been hidden. This is not something to ignore. Heaven commands you to open your heart right now, for what is about to be spoken is beyond what your mind has prepared to hear. You have prayed for answers. You have asked in the silence of your soul for clarity. You have begged God to expose what was kept in darkness, and now the moment has arrived. God says, "My child, do not be afraid. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe under my hand." The truth must come forward, for it cannot remain buried. And the truth concerns your son. Your son, the one you have loved deeply, the one you have carried in prayer, the one you have shed countless tears for, has been living under a shadow of secrecy. You thought you knew everything about him, but heaven says there are things you cannot imagine. You are about to see that what was hidden from you is not because you were unworthy to know, but because the timing of God had not yet arrived. The veil is lifting, and what you see will shake you, but it will also free you. Archangel Michael says, "This is not to harm you. This is not to break you. This is to awaken you. This is to open your eyes so that what was concealed will no longer control your life." Heaven is intervening now because the hour has come. Finally, God is exposing your son. What you are about to learn will feel impossible to believe, but it is the truth that will set you free. Your son has been walking with secrets that weighed on his soul. Secrets he did not speak. Secrets that tangled his path. At times you felt distance you could not explain, a silence you could not understand, a heaviness in him you could not touch. You thought it was life, you thought it was stress, but heaven says there is more. Your son is carrying something that was hidden from you, not out of cruelty, but out of fear. He feared what you would say. He feared you would turn away. He feared you would see him differently. But God says, "My child, you were chosen to be his parent because I knew your love would not break. I knew your heart would remain open, even when the truth feels overwhelming." The truth is this: your son is not who you thought he was in the fullness of your imagination. He is more complex, more layered, more touched by heaven and by struggle than you realized. He has fought battles you never saw. He has stood in storms that would have crushed others. He has walked paths that you never dreamed he would step upon. And though some of those choices were hidden from you, I, the Lord, have seen every one of them. I know the reasons. I know the pain. I know the story. And I am not condemning him. I am redeeming him. Archangel Michael is fierce now, declaring, "This is not a time to panic. This is not a time to despair. This is a time to hold firm to God because the exposure of your son is not about shame. It is about deliverance. What has been secret cannot remain in the shadows, for the light of God is breaking in. Your son's truth, no matter how shocking, is the very thing that heaven will use to turn his life into a testimony. Do not let fear grip you. Do not let the enemy whisper that this is the end. It is not the end. It is the beginning. Yes, what is being revealed may shock you. Yes, it may feel heavy. Yes, you may even say to yourself, "This cannot be my son." But God says, "He is still yours. He is still mine." Nothing changes the fact that he was placed in your life as part of divine destiny. You are the anchor he needs. You are the light I positioned in his life for this very moment. This revelation is not to destroy your love. It is to deepen it. Your son has walked in the shadows of fear, but now the truth is bringing light. He has carried burdens that were never his to carry, masks that were never his to wear. And God says, "I will free him. I will restore him. I will lift the weight from him." But it begins with you knowing the truth. It begins with you no longer living in uncertainty. You prayed, "God, if there is something I need to see, show me." And heaven heard. Heaven responded. That is why Archangel Michael is standing so close now, commanding, "Do not ignore this. This is not a coincidence. This is your moment to finally know." God says, "Your son is not lost. He is not condemned. He is not beyond my hand. He is mine. And though what he carries may surprise you, though what you discover may make you weep, I will turn it for good. For what the enemy meant for evil, I will use for glory. What was supposed to destroy him will instead deliver him." Do not let shame touch your heart. Do not let pride or fear drive a wedge between you. This is the moment to embrace him more deeply than ever. This is the moment to speak life over him. This is the moment to declare, "No matter what I see, no matter what I hear, you are still my son, and I still love you." For your love is the vessel through which God will heal him. Archangel Michael says, "You must not tell anyone right now. This truth is sacred. It is not to be gossiped about. It is not to be thrown into careless hands. God is trusting you with this revelation because he knows your heart can carry it. Others would twist it, others would misuse it, but you will protect it with prayer. You will cover your son with love. You will speak heaven over him until the chains break. And the chains will break. Every lie he has believed. Every fear he has carried. Every mistake he has hidden. Every guilt that has tormented him. They will fall. Heaven is already working. Angels are fighting on his behalf. Demons that tried to keep him trapped are fleeing. Michael's sword has struck the darkness that tried to claim him, and light is flooding in. You may not understand everything at once. The details may unfold slowly. But trust God. Trust the process. Trust that what is exposed is not to destroy your family, but to heal it. This is not punishment. This is not abandonment.